coaching program. So I want to start off by saying how excited I am at the number of you who have reached out and asked for this nutrition program here at HideTide. Initially, this was not on my to-do list for my first year here as your owner, but I realized I would not be authentic or honest if I told people when they walked in the door that coming to CrossFit 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days a week was going to help them live long and be fit. And that's sort of our mantra here at CrossFit HideTide. And nutrition is just so fundamental to everything that we do here that without providing some sort of accountability and coaching to you guys, we would be missing not even a piece of the puzzle, but the entire foundation of everything that we do. So with that, I think we have found the perfect nutrition coach in Jamie Amaro. And I think you have been sort of introduced to her both here at the gym as one of our athletes and through our social media. So I'm excited to sort of pass the baton over to her and have her share with you tonight about 3 steps to help reset your health. And so with that, I will hand it over to Jamie Amaro.
Hey guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Getting there. Okay. Can you guys see the presentation?
Crystal, we can see you.
Crystal, oh, now I can't see anybody.
Now I can't see Crystal.
So I'm just gonna have to go with you guys can see the presentation.
We can see it.
Thank you. Okay. So hi guys, my name is Jamie Amaro and I am the nutrition coach here at CrossFit HideTide, and we are so excited you are here to discuss 3 steps to reset your health. There are billions of diets out there. It seems like we are approached every other week with someone trying to get us to buy their product for a quick fix. You read magazine articles claiming you can lose 30 pounds in 30 days. The problem is it's not realistic or sustainable. To help people find the healthiest versions of themselves, we have learned 3 important things along the way. So 1, you need something simple. If it's easy, you will stick with it. The more restrictive you are, the less likely you will have long-term success. 2, you need support. And we will go into this more in step 2. And then 3, you need a track. Success leads to motivation. You want to see your goals. We live in a society where being busy is better, but what if it's not? The problem is this leaves us overwhelmed and feeling like we didn't do enough. Have you ever asked yourself, what did I get done today? When we fill our schedules to the max, our health and wellness often get pushed to the back burner. We only get one body. We need to take care of it by properly fueling it, moving it, prioritizing our recovery, and having a positive mindset. Here's the deal. Your life, relationships, and health status is not going to change unless you change. And I want to help you make those changes. Okay, I'm going to try to get everyone. I think that I need to admit more people in here.
Yeah.
Because it keeps popping up. This is our first Zoom. Is it this? You think it's good? I think it would pop up, right? Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah.
We're good. Great. Okay. Our nutrition program is backed by Healthy Steps Nutrition, who has helped over 40,000 people worldwide take control of their health. Here are just some of the incredible success stories. Today, I want to talk about the 3 trends all of these success stories have in common that help them to get off medications and live their healthiest life. You're going to be surprised because it's not what you think. We're going to play a game. Okay, what do you think the top 3 things they had in common were. Okay, let's dive into those things and how to reset your health. Step 1, shift your mindset. The first thing that everyone had in common was their mindset. We live in a world focused on diet culture. We are surrounded by diets and quick fixes. We live in a microwave society. We all want instant results, success, and happiness. If we can have it yesterday, even better. For example, when I first started CrossFit, I wanted to jump in and lift heavy things. But I had to start slow and practice the technique before I could lift heavy. And Mikkel still gives me a hard time about it at 9 a.m. But I know that that's what I have to do right now. And we live in a society that glamorizes restriction.
And we don't need to listen to Mikkel either.
Right. Here's the problem. Health and nutrition don't work like that. And these influences can negatively shift our mindset. What if you need to slow down to build momentum and be consistent before seeing results? Instead of trying to do all the things, focus on one thing at a time. Research shows when you focus on one habit at a time, you are 80% more likely to retain that habit for over a year. If you try to focus on 2 or 3 things at one time, it decreases to less than 5% retention. Let's think about the last time you tried to make a lifestyle change, like maybe your yearly New Year's resolution. Did you try to cut a bunch of food out, start exercising multiple days per week, drink a ton of water and prep food, all the food at the same time? A couple of weeks in and you're thinking, holy crap, this is too hard. You are not alone. We have all been there. Instead, slow down, shift your mindset and focus on one thing at a time. You may be surprised to hear that shifting your mindset is the first step, because most people think that to reach their goals, they need their macros or a meal plan. Guess what? Giving you a piece of paper is not going to teach you to stay on track or how to manage your triggers and change your lifestyle. 2/3 of people will regain the weight they worked so hard to lose. What we all need is a lifestyle, not another diet. Lifestyle. It seems vague. So what does it mean and why does it matter? Take a look at this framework. All of these things are related and work together. Let me give you an example. Who needs their sleep? I have had people tell me I only need 4 hours of sleep. How many of you swear you are functioning with only 4 hours of sleep? Well, you might not realize, but lack of sleep will have an effect on your ability to handle stress, food, craving, exercise, and recovery. When you don't sleep, your cortisol level is elevated. Leptin, which tells your brain when you are full, is decreased, and ghrelin, the hormone that makes you hungry, is increased. So you are more stressed, less satisfied, and more hungry. To shift your mindset and lifestyle, we need to consider your inner thoughts. Your thoughts become reality. What you pay attention to becomes reality. Let me give you an example. Let's say you buy a new car. It's a black Jeep. Now, every time you drive, there are Jeeps. Did everyone go buy a Jeep, or are you more aware of Jeeps on the road because now you own a Jeep? The same thing goes with your thoughts. If you are negative, you will think more about the negative. We are hardwired to think about the negative. It takes effort to think about the positive. One way to make an effort is by starting your day with gratitude and ending your day with gratitude. To shift that mindset, we need to know what success looks like to you and why it is important to you. Progress is never a straight line, but if you can understand what you want and why you want it, it will be easier for you to stay focused and motivated. We all need something that we are moving towards. So what do you want? Here's an example. Let's say a client comes in that wants to lose 30 pounds over the next 4 to 5 months. Well, why? He wants to fit into his clothes again, feel more comfortable, maybe have more energy, and be a better example for his kids. To do that, he is working with a nutrition coach and doing CrossFit at least three times per week. His nutrition coach works with him each week to focus on one habit at a time. The coach provides accountability to help him stay on track. Building that plan to shift your lifestyle and mindset may look something like this. It's important to set realistic and achievable goals. Research shows that if you write them down, make them realistic, and keep them present, you will be more likely to achieve them. So take a moment right now and write down your goals. If you aren't sure about the habits or action steps, we will discuss those in just a bit. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to think about your 3-month goal.
You can put it in the chat.
Yes,
if you want to
you put it in the
share.
chat.
If you have ideas, feel free.
I'll give you an example of mine. Right now I have a 3-month goal of waking up 30 minutes earlier so I can have more time in the morning before my kids wake up to start my day on a peaceful note. So my 3-month goal is to wake up every weekday 30 minutes earlier. So my 1-month goal right now, it would look like 2 days a week, 30 minutes earlier. And then the habits I need to go to bed 30 minutes earlier. I need to prep my morning the night before. So if that 30 minutes I want to spend doing yoga, I need to put my yoga mat out in my blocks, or maybe I put a journal out. And I also need to start a habit of setting my alarm 30 minutes earlier. Did anybody have anything they wanted to say?
No, no one's wanting to share their why right now, which is totally fine. We all need some help developing those healthy habits, right? That's why we're here.
And the second thing the most successful people have in common is the right people in their corner. We weren't meant to do this life alone. You need people who are going to be there to support you. That is why step 2 is finding your tribe. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they positively or negatively impacting your progress towards your goals? Choose wisely and identify who can be on your side in this journey. Don't underestimate the value of community. Step 3, take action. Those who are successful don't just wish, they do. This is by far the toughest part. But if you did steps 1 and 2, it's going to be easier to take action. When you start saying no to the wrong things, it is easier to say yes to the right things. Your habits become your routine, and your routine becomes your lifestyle. Are your daily habits moving you towards or away from your goals? For most of us, we have great intentions, but there are roadblocks, temptations, or something that gets in the way. Think about building a house. A house is built on a solid foundation that workers lay brick by brick, and the same thing goes for your life. Your daily habits are the foundation you are laying to achieve your goals. So maybe you are wondering what you can do to start your reset. Here are the Healthy Steps nutrition principles that have helped so many people take control of their health, one habit at a time. So the first step is to add more whole foods into your diet. Start choosing whole food options and less processed foods packed with sodium, fat, and sugar. A simple way to start this is by reshaping your plate using the plate method. So that would look like a half of your plate, putting non-starchy vegetables on it, and then 1/4 protein, 1/4 starchy carbs, and then also having that healthy fat. Number 2, focus on balance. When we say balance, we mean does every meal and snack you consume throughout the day contain a carbohydrate, protein, and fat? Pairing each meal and snack with all 3 of these macronutrients, or at least 2, will help keep you fuller for longer.
Sorry, guys. Oh, and now it's working for everyone. For whatever reason, those last few slides, it got stuck on Tucker. Like, I really just think it wanted to be showing Tucker for all of those last 2 principles. So that's, I think it's working now. So
okay. Could they hear me?
Yeah, they heard you.
Great. So the third step is to limit the added sugar. The AHA recommends no more than 6 teaspoons for women and 9 for men. The average person consumes over 150 pounds of sugar per year, and that's 46 teaspoons per day. It's not surprising because sugar is super addicting and feels hidden in almost every food product you find in a package. So now I want to answer some frequently asked questions. What if I don't like veggies? So I've heard this before, and maybe you feel this way, but I want to challenge you and ask, what if you just haven't found the way you like them? Roasting your vegetables for a nice crunch rather than mushy veggies, adding good seasoning for flavor. So you want to be excited to eat your food, and even finding ways to sneak them into recipes and smoothies is an easy way to get more veggies in. Where should I start?
Stuck here.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry if your presentation's frozen.
There we go.
Okay. Where should I start? And that's a great question. I want you to start with one thing at a time. And maybe it is something you already have in mind, or maybe it is one of the things we discussed today. But the best and fastest way to reach your goal is to work one-on-one with a nutrition coach to build an individualized plan just for you. Here's the deal. There is never a perfect time to get started. There is always something that will come in the way. You have to commit yourself. Your transformation starts with doing these 3 things. Shift your focus, identify your tribe, take action. It's simple, but not easy. So if you're thinking this all sounds great, but I don't even know where to start, or I just need someone to help me create a realistic plan to keep me accountable, I would love to help you. Our nutrition program, these are some of the expected results you could see if it aligns with your goals. So increased strength, improved endurance, improved energy, improved confidence, improved sleep. And it could be decreased body fat 1% per month, or 4 to 6 pounds per month. Here at HideTide Nutrition, we focus on a habit-based approach to create an individualized plan just for you. We work together utilizing our many tools and resources to build your foundation, your nutrition foundation, to create a sustainable plan. Along with our tools and resources, we know how important support and accountability is when it comes to our long-term goals, which is why I will be there to guide you and tweak the plan every step of the way. So we are so excited to announce that we have a nutrition coaching and accountability program to help you, and we are opening up 5 spots. So here's what it would look like. You would work with a coach to create your plan. You check in weekly to keep you accountable and discuss your progress and tweak your plan. So I am going to post this link in the chat, and you can click the link to schedule a free intro so that we can learn more about you and your goals, and then talk about how we can help you achieve them. So let me post that. Yeah. All right. I'm trying not to exit out Zoom.
Trying to do what?
Move the screen. Should let us exit out.
Hit view.
Oh.
Yeah, there were a few people trying. Oh, that's okay. If you just got added, don't worry, we are recording this. We will send out a recording to everyone later. So I apologize if you are just now getting admitted to the group, but we are going to do a Q&A, and if you are just joining the group, Jamie just put in the chat. If you'll pull up the chat, you can click the link to schedule a free intro to get sort of some one-on-one information about our nutrition program. We're opening up just 5 spots right now. But the free intros, you could just start booking them. We have availability for that. So I'm going to let Jamie finish up with her Q&A, and we will start to wrap up.
Okay, so remember today we discussed the 3 steps to help you get reset for success. Now I would like to open up the floor for comments and questions. We do have one? Okay. Oh, so Christy asked, how can we navigate Thanksgiving and all the extra events that surround the holiday? So first, I would say the events, you don't have to go to every single one. Go to the ones that you really want to go to, that don't stress you out. And then when you're there, find foods that are like those non-starchy vegetables, but also don't sit there and feel like you can't eat something, like you're restricting yourself. You want to be able to go in there where you're not starving and just have a plate. Think of the plate method: non-starchy vegetables on 1/2 of a plate, and then protein on 1/4, and then the other 4 some kind of other carbohydrate. That sound good? You want to add anything?
Yeah, I would say my biggest trick is to not go hungry. Do not go
Yeah.
to a holiday party hungry. Make sure have a protein shake or a smoothie right before you go. That's probably one of my favorite things to do. But yeah, I think just continuing to focus on that plate method and trying to fill up on the non-starchy veggies is definitely a good tip for sure. Any other questions in the chat?
Does anybody want to share the goal they wrote down now?
We did have, so I think who shared their goal earlier. Nicole said that she's trying to go skiing 12 weeks postpartum. So that's one goal to work on for Nicole. She's got another 10 weeks to get ready to go skiing, it sounds like. Mikkel is utilizing the direct message feature to include a different goal, but okay, Mikkel, that's great. You got that, just to continue to be yourself. That sounds great. Yeah, any other messages, questions? Eli's goal to be consistent. So, to use Eli, because she is a coach, to use her as an example. So one of the things that Eli and I had chatted about is she wants to be consistent about coming to morning classes when she's not coaching, so that she's consistently getting her workout in the morning. A reasonable goal would be to do that maybe a couple days a week to start with. So don't say I'm gonna go to 6:30 4 days this week or 5 days this week. 2 days a week, and get consistent with that, and then sort of build from there. So it's really taking those small steps to begin with, and then building on that build that positive kind of forward momentum. Caroline and Joey, planning ahead since I live running from place to place. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yes, I love that.
For sure. Planning ahead is key. One of the things for me working with Jamie, so that was Caroline, because you're the planner, I'm sure, at home. I know that I'm the planner for sure. One of the goals that I had set, because Jamie and I have been working together for nutrition coaching as well, was for me to not only have a plan, because I'm someone that is good at planning, but to really write down the plan and sort of hold myself accountable to that. So not just saying, hey, today I'm going to do this, this, and this, but to really chunk my time and say, from this time to this time, I'm going to do this one thing, versus always having so many kind of balls in the air that you get distracted and you bounce from thing to thing. And then with my meal planning, not just creating a grocery list and meal prepping, but actually writing down, okay, with what I've meal prepped, how is that going to get me through my week? So I prepped some veggies and I cooked a couple things, but how many meals is that going to be? Is that going to be enough so that I don't get to Thursday or Friday and oh, I'm out of food, I'll go to Taco Bell, right? So I've actually created a meal board, and I've written out, with everything that I have meal prepped, what I'm going to have for the next 5 days. So being more intentional in my planning, not just making a plan and sort of hoping that it works out, but really dialing in, making sure that I account for all the things. So that's one of my action steps for reaching my goals. So Mark needs to drink more water.
Most of us do.
Most of us do, but that's a good one for sure. If anybody has any cool tips about drinking water, that'd be great. I think you're getting a message or two over there. Are you getting some direct messages?
Let's see. Oh, drinking more water and being consistent at the gym.
Yes, Cheryl, very nice, very good. Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any other questions or you are ready to get started, click that link that I sent, and I'll send it again, to schedule a free intro. And we will see you guys next time.
Can you stop screen sharing? We can just
Oh yeah,
wave
I'm
to
gonna
everybody.
stop screen sharing so we can see you guys better.
Okay, all right, bye guys. See you guys. Click the link. We'll send out an email with the recording and the link to sign up for the free intros. We appreciate you guys for coming. Thank you so much. Send us an email, follow up with us later. Hi, Steve. See you later. Yeah, thank you guys very much. We appreciate you all.
Thanks.
Hi,
Hey, Christy.
Christy.
Aw.
Oh, goodness, puppy. Did you get the new puppy? Can you unmute her? She probably
This is my daughter's puppy.
Oh, daughter's puppy. How sweet.
Biscuit. Okay.
All right, we
bye.
take a vote. Puppies or babies? Which are cuter? Puppies or babies? I love it.
Puppies.
Thank
Oh,
you.
your
At
puppy.
Yeah.
least kids have diapers on. Ugh.
That's right.
All right,
Bye.
thanks, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
I knew Dari would say puppies. And Eli. Eli said puppies.